2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018, and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff in the stat.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Nebraska now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, ready. 50. Mike 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Hustle, hustle. Hey, lock it. Check 99. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Go.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
10 Lobo. Go. Bang. Topper. Shit. Hey. Kill. Check. Ready.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Safe. Greystone, travel. Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Okay, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
What we got? 25, check 25, check 25. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Check 31. He's checking.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down, 90 Wolf. You better bring Slay. Check 24, check 24. 22 jet bomber. He's crossing. He's checking. Yep. Hey, Alpha. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Five.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Bills have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Allen finds Croft as tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. And the grab by Croft. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Open man, here's Foster. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They will run with Singletary. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. And
this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Focus, defense, focus. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, Haywood. Under crunch. 49, check 49.
2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First down, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. You. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Come on, set, 50.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Come on, boy. Yo, go. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Green brings it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I hope you brought your left.
To throw, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Hey, Charlie. Trick is the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 26, check 26. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike, check 33. 33. Get your swerve on. Hatchet. Hatchet. Check 3. Check 3. Shit.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Let's go. Intercepted. All day, baby. Let's get this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7. 50, minus 50. I got wide. No. SOS.
Yeah. 2nd and 11. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check nickel.
A draw play for Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cincinnati.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, 50. Hey, Alpha. Are you getting the headache? Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. Stepping up, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Bills have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check.
They go right back to Singletary. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch 30.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Yeldon. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You ain't doing nothing today.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tight dog. Regular. What's that?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Allen. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike 50, huh? Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Hey, exit.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,